2010, I was playing five-a-side with my friends, and in the middle of the game, my heart stopped.
All the time it was just fear, and all the time thinking that, cancer, the big word, and that, especially with small children at home.
Without the Mater Foundation, I wouldn't be here. Definitely wouldn't be here. Without the Mater Foundation, in conjunction with the transplant clinic in the hospital, they save people's lives.
We get to meet the families. They're not statistics to us. They become friends of the Mater Foundation. The Mater Foundation has to raise €4 million a year. If we don't meet that target, that's the difference of whether we are able to continue supporting a clinic that is saving lives on a daily basis, or not funding that clinic. A good example of that is our family heart screening clinic that is funded through the Mater Heart Appeal. We have to raise $300,000 alone to keep that clinic open. We receive no government funding for that clinic.
And in the middle of the game, my heart stopped. I had a cardiac arrest and I collapsed on the floor. I asked my friends how long was I dead for. They reckon maybe 4 to 5 minutes.
To date, our clinic here at the Mater Heart House has screened and provided management and follow-up for over 4,500 patients.
Obviously I'm still at risk, so they had to insert an SICD, which is basically, it's an internal cardio device which would shock me if it happened.
If the Mater Foundation hadn't supported this clinic, we would not have a family heart screening clinic.
The Mater Foundation have really helped me move on with my life as well, in terms of the support and what they did for my family and what they did for me, and to know that they're always there at the end of the phone or a knock on the door. They've been absolutely fantastic.
Another new project that we started funding was our genetics clinic through Breast Health Mater. We're lucky to have one of the top geneticists in the country, Dr. David Gallagher, who's come back from Sloan Kettering in the States, which is a famous cancer hospital. And he's looking at the whole impact of genes and cancer in women.
My mother died of ovarian cancer about 12 years ago now, and kind of after that, all along I knew that maybe there was a bit of family history there because her sister, and then going back in the generations. I went for my screening, and then on a mammogram they discovered a little tiny spot, and they did an ultrasound and a biopsy. The consultant decided to take it out. Then I ended up having a right mastectomy because every time they went in they found a bit more. I decided then at that stage to have a bilateral mastectomy even though my left side was clear. I went and had the genetic testing done. I had the carrier of the BRCA2 gene. In June last year then I had the final stage of my surgery, which was my ovaries out.
Your life literally stops when you're waiting for a transplant. After you have the heart attacks, you're on that transplant list, you go into a very surreal world. It's not knowing, it's the anticipation, it's the waiting game, and your life is on hold completely. The Mater Foundation fund the facilities to make sure that they are able to do their jobs to save our lives.
A recent project that we've been funding is the Hybrid Theatre. This project, again, is a real trailblazer in Irish healthcare. It will be the first hybrid theatre in a public hospital in Ireland.
The hybrid theatre takes surgery and minimises it, makes it very easy for patients to go through specific surgery functions that the team will need to do without having open heart surgery.
We would love to be taking on more and more projects. We are only managing to support about 50% of the projects that come through our door. That's tough because there are some projects that you read about, you know in your heart this will save lives, but we can't do it. We need all the funds we can get, whether it's the general public raising funds on our behalf, trusts and foundations funding a specific project, or particularly companies who might consider choosing us as their charity of the year or getting their employees involved in a fundraiser. Even €10,000 will go a long way in part funding a nurse's salary.
The reason I fundraise for the Mater Foundation is because of the good work they do. They fund equipment, research, goes to help women like me who are facing cancer.
The Mater Foundation is involved in literally saving people's lives, and I'm one person who, first of all, I had never thought I'd be in a situation where I needed a heart transplant, and to go through the whole system and to see what they do is absolutely phenomenal.
I would ask anyone out there, to give money to the Mater Foundation because they do fantastic work.
if you do have that 1% that you can spare, that you could maybe send it the way of the Mater Foundation, because it is directly helping to save lives and keep people like myself walking around and, you know, create more memories.